So I thought this offseason was meant to be boring. Welcome back. Sorry, I've been gone for a while, little over a month, but I swear I'm back. And I thought this offseason was meant to be boring. A draft that many believe is one of the worst in the last couple of seasons, with only a few potential gems in it. And an offseason where not many star free agents are available. But these trades are going kinda crazy. It all started with Dennis Smith-Schroeder to LA, and now in the past day or so when I'm writing this, we have received two amazing trades. But before we get any further, I'm going to ask you to please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. But with all that said, let's get right back into the video. Let's start off with Chris Paul to the Suns for Kelly Oubre Jr., Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, Jalen Lecrae, and the 2022 first round pick from the Suns. This is massive because we saw how last season in the bubble how well the Suns can play, and now they receive a top 10 point guard in the league that's also a veteran presence to help lead this young team. It's almost perfect, and CP3 is a perfect partner for Devin Booker, who played well with a point guard who was a playmaker last season, which Chris Paul is. Chris Paul would also decrease the scoring load Devin has to take, and CP3 is one of the best pick and roll guards in the league, and him and Ayton would be absolutely deadly. And maybe Chris Paul can help unlock that potential Ayton has, and the reason he was drafted number 1 overall. For the Thunder, they received two very valuable assets in this trade: Ricky Rubio and Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly, in my opinion, can still develop into one of the better free and deep wing defenders in the NBA. He instantly improves the perimeter of this team on both sides of the court. Rubio is definitely a downgrade though on Chris Paul, but it does relieve his massive contract. And Ricky is still an above average starter in the NBA, especially at the point guard position. While I think at this moment Phoenix definitely won this trade, I think both teams did pretty well. So let's head to Milwaukee, where the Bucks traded in a 3-team trade Dante DiVincenzo, Ersan Ilyasova, and EJ Wilson for Bogdanovic and Justin Dames. They also traded for Jrue Holiday, for Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and 3 first-round picks with 2 swap picks later. For the Bucks, I believe this solves a massive issue, which was Bledsoe's contract. This contract, which was and would have continued to get in the way of the team's future. They received Jrue Holiday, who in my and many other opinion is a better player than Eric Bledsoe. Jrue also helps with the perimeter scoring, as he is a decent shooter from behind the arc, which further helps the spacing on this Bucks team, which is something they desperately needed. And they still have a very good defensive player on the perimeter. The acquisition of Bogdanovic is very interesting to me, as he is a very good outside shooter and scorer who can play make. He will probably fill the same role that George Hill did last season. The Kings did receive a lot of talent. Dante DiVincenzo is a good 3-point shooter that can also hustle on defense. Ersan is a very good stretch forward who would partner very well in the frontcourt with Marvin Bagley. The Pelicans though just got finessed, potentially. While yes, I understand they gave up 5 potential first-round picks, which if Giannis leaves and it all goes to shit, then they would be massively valuable. But it does mean they lose Bledsoe's massive contract, which means they have more flexibility with their finances. And Jrue Holiday is only contracted for the next season, which means they aren't locked in. While now for the Pelicans, they have 3 point guards on the roster in Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, and George Hill. What are they going to do with all of them? You are locked into Eric Bledsoe's contract for another 3 seasons. And if the Bucks keep Giannis, they will probably be for the next 5 seasons finish with a very high seed in the East, meaning that those picks will be in the late round. So mark my words here, the Pelicans just got finessed. But anyway guys, thank you for supporting the channel recently. And this is your second reminder to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And it means that you don't miss out when I upload. So it's pretty much win-win for both of us. But anyway guys, laters.